Welcome to KX News on the Go. I'm Chance Sticklen. After an hours-long standoff ended with a man in custody, it all started around 8 o'clock on Wednesday morning in the city of Richardson when deputies responded to a burglary with the homeowner still inside. Stark County deputies say 43-year-old William Kelly confronted the resident, damaged property, and then fled to his own home just blocks away. It triggered a major law enforcement response. Residents within a one-block radius were evacuated as the Southwest Tactical Team negotiators and other agencies responded. Now, Kelly, who investigators say had active warrants for several charges, refused to come out. Officers say he was armed with a knife and eventually barricaded himself in a basement crawl space. Just after 8 o'clock that evening, law enforcement used CS gas and pepper spray to force Kelly out. He was taken into custody without further incident. Now, Kelly is facing several charges, including terrorizing, reckless endangerment, preventing arrest, and criminal mischief. The incident remains under investigation. He's currently being held at the Southwestern Multi-County Correctional Center and is set to be in court for his initial appearance on Friday, being today. Overcrowding in state prisons and jails is becoming a rising problem across the country, and that problem is no different here in North Dakota. But a solution has been put forward to help the rising issue in the state. The North Dakota Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation is working on 4 mini prisons designed to sustain the overflow of inmates. And the 2026-27 biennium, the amount of inmates is expected to nearly triple compared to the previous year. To address the excessive inmates, the state has now taken steps to build and expand 4 facilities. Includes building the Grand Forks County Correctional Center, providing 60 beds, the Burley-Morton County Jail with 112 beds, the Missouri River Correction Center with at least 70 beds, and additional units. At last, reentry, and at last, finally, a reentry center helping incarcerated inmates finding their footing when they exit prison and head back into society.
It's really about making sure that we have services in all these locations so that as a person's case plan, this is your journey through prison, how do we make sure that you get to a place that we can provide you those services? And so then each one of these may have unique things that can be applied to that person, and we'll make sure that we get them to that location. So it's really the next step after you come here to get assessed and get your case plan.
Now, the hope is these 4 mini prisons will be available and ready to go in the near future, with the first one coming within the next month or so, and the 4th and final one hopefully in mid-2026. Now, to find out more about the new program, you can head to the website, our website, for more details. State leaders voted yes on Thursday on a request to move forward with a wind farm now being built near Wishek. So take a look at this. The Public Service Commission approved a waiver for the Badger Wind Farm, which is now building 92 wind turbines located in McTonish and Logan counties. The company had asked the FAA to approve the use of aircraft detecting lighting systems, or ADLS, on nearly 20 of the turbines, but the FAA said no. So those lights will blink if they detect any aircraft nearby. The company plans to keep all the turbines at least 3.5 miles away from Wishek's airport.
For this particular case and this particular waiver, we had 2 different hearings and we had 2 pieces of testimony. Neither one, both of them were in favor of approving this waiver and didn't have anything to didn't raise any concerns with noise, sound, light pollution, anything like that. So
as far as the construction of the project in general, I still maintain that it should not have been certified and that it is ultimately going to produce significant adverse impacts to the people of North Dakota.
The property is owned by the project is owned by the company Ørsted, who says the wind farm is expected to generate around 250 megawatts a year. A Badger Wind spokesperson says the company plans to finish construction on the wind farm by the end of the year. It's Friday. Let's get out the door. Let's be safe. Andre, good morning to you.
And good morning to you too, Chance. And it is just a nasty day with these smoky conditions across pretty much all of our viewing area. Looking at our current KXCam network here in the capital city, looking to be on the bad side, along with there in the Magic City with both temperatures at 58 degrees. But looking here in Dickinson and Williston, we're also seeing those smoky skies, and we are also seeing temperatures in the low 60s at 61 degrees here in Dickinson and 60 there in Williston. Now, looking at our current storm team radar, we're looking at an isolated thunderstorm in our south and western counties here, and where we are going to dive in a little deeper here, where places like Hettinger is still seeing some of that light to moderate rainfall, and it will be impacting places like Mott over the next 30 minutes or so, but I wouldn't be surprised if this dissipates before it reaches Mott, so we're going to be watching that very closely. But the good news is no severe weather. Now, looking ahead, we're going to continue to see the smoky conditions around here, folks, and also the mild temperatures will return across the viewing area. And then we're going to be expecting more thunderstorm chances as we progress down the line. Now, we have our area of high pressure towards our south and east that's bringing us that southerly flow, right? But with these boundaries still surrounding us, that's kind of trapping that air still around here. We really won't get that push of getting all this smoke out of here, unfortunately, throughout the day today. And it's just something that is just going to be kind of a nuisance here. And looking at our current air quality right now, still on the bad side, unhealthy for sensitive groups, pretty much all of the viewing area, and even unhealthy there in extreme northwestern counties. So make sure throughout the day today, be safe, be careful, and just limit your time outdoors, and also just have those windows and doors closed. Now, looking at our visibility is also impacting our visibility at this time. It places in around 3 and 4 miles with these visibilities, and even there in Mohall at 2 miles. So you want to make sure that you are driving safely if you're traveling this morning too. And throughout the day today, we're going to continue to see these smoky conditions just filtering into the viewing area. So again, folks, be careful, and this is going to continue into the overnight hours and into our Saturday potentially. So it's just kind of lingering around here just a little bit too long here across the viewing area. And our current temperatures right now, our temperatures are mainly in the 50s and 60s, and even a 64 degrees there in Sydney. And here is the thing, throughout the day today, we're going to see those temperatures climb up into the upper 70s to mid 80s, and this is a little closer to where we're supposed to be this time of year, but with the smoke, it's really making it a hard time on enjoying this nice air out there as far as the temperatures are concerned. But however, throughout the day today, we will be watching for later on this afternoon into the evening hours, those non-severe thunderstorm chances. So this is something that we're going to be watching too. So again, if you have any sort of activity, just kind of have that KX Storm Team app on hand, and also have an umbrella and alternate plans just in case a thunderstorm develops on top of you. Now, looking here in Williston, we will continue to see thunderstorm chances lasting into the weekend, with temperatures dropping down into the upper 70s by Sunday, and then climb back up into the mid 80s as we head into early next week. And we will start seeing those rain chances start to drop on down during this period of time. And here in Dickinson, we're going to see those temperatures kind of overall increase over the next several days, with mid 80s returning by Monday and drying off after a potentially thunderstorm sort of weekend. And here in the Magic City, we're going to be seeing 80s today, 80s tomorrow with thunderstorms, and we're going to drop into the 70s by Sunday with more thunderstorm chances, and then we're going to be drying off and warming up as we get into early to mid portion of next week. And that same thing goes here in the capital city too. So chance we're going to be watching for the smoke, thunderstorms, and mild temperatures throughout the day today.
A lot to keep an eye on. Make sure you have that free KX Storm Team app downloaded. Well, for everyone here at KX News, I'm Chance Sticklen. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.